And the masters of cuisine are at Magnolia Italian Bakery. Call them at 352-207-2667 today.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring, video surveillance, fire and flood protection. You'll sleep a little better once the job is done. Shamrock Security Systems for over 31 years. 629-3223. Get a 100% free quote from Shamrock Security. 629-3223.
Celeria Urgent and Primary Care now open, located off 200 by Heathbrook. We offer same-day primary care, self-pay office visits starting at $79, and Liquivita, the #1 vitamin infusion therapy in the U.S. For more information, check out our Facebook page or call 352-504-0092. That's 352-504-0092. Celeria Urgent and Primary Care.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Okay. At the foot of the ladder, the lamb footbeds are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches, although the surface appears to be very, very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. And then a long one. Okay, I'm going to leave that 1 foot up there and both hands down about the 4th rung up. There you go. Okay, now I think I'll do the same. For those who haven't read the plaque, we'll read the plaque that's on the front landing gear of this lamb. There's 2 hemispheres, one showing each of the 2 hemispheres of Earth. Underneath it says, "Here men from the planet Earth first set foot upon the moon, July 1969 AD. It came in peace." I guess you're about the only person around that doesn't have TV coverage of the scene. That's all right, I don't mind a bit. How is the quality of the TV? Oh, it's beautiful, Mike. It really is. Oh, geez, that's great. Is the lighting halfway decent? Yes, indeed. They've got the flag up now, and you can see the stars and stripes on the...
That was about 2 minutes of an event that took place July 20th, 1969. The moon landing, the Eagle has landed. Neil Armstrong communicating back with Houston, Michael Collins communicating back with Houston. That happened on this date, 1969, July 20th. I was a young pup about to turn 3 years old. Turned 3 years old 7 days after. I have no recollection of it whatsoever. People say, "Oh, I remember." No, if you're my age, I did 2, almost 3. I'm sure I was in front of a TV with my parents watching it, but because everybody was. You know, the one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Conspiracy theorists will tell you it never happened. I love the one conspiracy theorist because, well, I can prove it never happened. The flag is flat. You know, it's like all the way out, like the wind got it. Well, there's supposed to be no wind up there, no atmosphere. It's supposed to be a vacuum. They had a metal rod in the flag to make it unfurl like that so you could see it on TV. People go, "Oh, he was worried about the lighting. That's a sound studio, sound stage." whatever. They landed on the moon, folks. What I find amazing is how they did it. There was no big supercomputers to help them. There was no calculators or big computer programs or algorithms that could help them, computerized algorithms that could help them. This was long math. You've seen numerous movies about all the people that were mathematicians that helped do this with slide rules and, different ways. This was not the computers they used. Your one single smartphone is smarter than all the computers they used to land on the moon. Good morning, you're on Ocala Talks.
Yeah, good morning again, Tom. See, it's a shame, 69, all the years between then and now, really nothing as far as exploration of space. I don't know. It's a shame. We could have been on Mars by now if they would have continued. But for some reason, I don't know. It was just the amount of money or the lack of interest or whatever it was. It's just a shame that it had all these years. Now they're talking that we're going to be on the moon in a couple of years from now. I mean, come on. We could have kept this thing going. We could have been on Mars by now.
Well, they've sent rovers and everything, but you're right. Manned exploration has not happened. Thanks for the call, Hugh.
Okay.
Thanks for the call. 622-9622 is the number to call if you want to chime in on the moon landing. But yeah, after John Fitzgerald Kennedy said in his inaugural address that by the end of the decade, I love how he says by the end of the decade, he means decade, but he's Massachusetts. What do you want? He said we'd put a man on the moon. And that's where a lot of people think it's conspiracy theories, because it took them till July of 69, right up against the deadline. It's a process, folks. You had the first Apollo mission that they died on with fire on the launch pad and everything. They subsequently Apollo 11 landed on the moon, but they went back a couple times. They tried to get Apollo 13 to go back, but it had to, shoot around the moon and come back because of a oxygen issue that caused a fire and an explosion. So, but yeah, I think it got to be. We were, it was 1974, 1975. Inflation was ridiculous. Oil embargo was going on. The prime rate was ridiculous. I just think that we were in such financial turmoil that the space exploration got put on the back burner. And I think it was about to ramp back up with the Space Force and everything. And then this guy took over, and now we're back in the same position we were 53 years ago, 54 years ago. 53 years ago, 54. It's one of those, 53, 54, 69. I don't know what my sister, but it's the same year my sister was born. So she's either going to be 53 or 54 this year. I think she's going to be 53 this year. So it got put on the back burner because of inflation and interest rates out of control and gas shortage. And, oh, wait, was that 1969 or 2022? It's hard to know. But very important day in the history. It was a little came 8 years after the flights of Gagarin and Shepard, where they just went up and orbited. So in the grand scheme of things, they did it pretty quick with not the resources we have now, mathematics-wise. They did it with their brain power. Imagine that. Instead of using machines and computers and all to tell you what the answers are, they actually did the math and figured out the answers themselves. That's a unique way to do things, huh? They didn't have a calculator that would draw the graph for you and plot that for you. They actually had to figure it out with pencil and erasers and paper and math problems. Imagine that. That's crazy how they did that, right? But at 9:32 a.m., the engines fired. Apollo 13 clears the tower. 12 minutes later, the crew was in orbit. That was on the morning of July 16th. And 4 days later, the Eagle began its descent. And they Mike Collins said the eagle's the weirdest looking contraption he's ever seen in the sky. But it'll prove its worth. So the eagle sat down in the sea of tranquility, and the rest is history. We'll be back at this time out. Sue Mosley joins us on the other side to talk about the candidate forum that was last night. You're listening to Ocala Talks on WOCA, The Source.
From the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Republicans have sided with Democrats in the U.S. House of Representatives to pass a bill that would boost legal protections for same-sex marriages. Firefighters in France, Portugal, Spain, and the UK continued to battle raging wildfires that have forced thousands to flee and caused several deaths. Dan Cox, a Republican endorsed by President Trump, won Tuesday's Republican primary for Maryland governor. It's one of several GOP primaries across the country in which Democrats have put money on. The mentality is they would be easier GOP candidates to defeat.
The progressive Democrats see our candidacy as the only one willing to stand up and articulate the values that everyone loves in Maryland. The progressive values of bigger government, of more lockdowns, of vaccine passports, of jabs for jobs, these are out the window in my administration, and that's why I'm reaching out to everyone, every background, saying, please join us.
USA Radio News.
Paid for by government.com. Have you heard? The 2022 Proof Silver Eagle coin sold out at the U.S. Mint almost immediately, but a recent stash has hit the market. That's right. Brand new 2022 coins in collector quality proof condition. Each 1 ounce pure silver coin bears the iconic W Mint mark for the West Point Mint. Rarely seen on coins today. But you must hurry. Only a limited number of these special American Silver Eagles are available. Just call 1-800-895-7267 and you are guaranteed a 2022 W Proof Silver Eagle. These are sold out at the U.S. Mint. You must call now. To learn more, call 1-800-895-7267. If you order now, you'll receive free shipping and a bonus Collector Patriots pack. Over a $33 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-895-7267 now to secure your new 2022 W American Silver Eagle coins before they are gone. That's 1-800-895-7267.
As the United States inflation rate is recklessly out of control.
New team of fellows is advancing agricultural research. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
They say farming isn't a career, it's a way of life. While the work is rewarding, the daily stresses can be both physically and emotionally demanding. Sadly, 50% of farmers say it's difficult to access therapy or counseling in their community. Our 24-hour helpline changes that. Call 211 or text FARM-FL to 898-211. You don't have to deal with stress or anxiety alone. Learn more at 211.org.
Peanut producers, fine-tune your farming operation with information gain at the 23rd Annual Southern Peanut Growers Conference, set for July 21 through 23 at Edgewater Beach Resort in Panama City Beach, Florida. The 3-day event provides farmers with information about peanut production, legislative issues, marketing, and promotions. The conference is presented by the Southern Peanut Farmers Federation. Visit southernpeanutfarmers.org for more information.
USDA's Foreign Agricultural Service has announced the 2022 Borlaug Fellows. Since 2004, the Norman E. Borlaug International Agricultural Science and Technology Fellowship Program has promoted agricultural productivity, food security, trade, and economic growth. Since the program's inception, USDA has sponsored almost 900 Borlaug Fellows